Yeah, despite facing the very person she came to see after the 2 days of being away, felt completely silent.
どうしたの？そんなところに立ちっぱなしじゃ寒いでしょ？
The odd sense of guilt overcame Rhea. She felt like a child who'd accidentally witnessed their parents arguing.
バレリアのことなら放っておいていいから。
Lisa dismissed the priest with barely a word. It was one of the reasons Rhea felt uncomfortable.
喧嘩したの？いいえ。そんな風に見えた？わからない。
Rhea had no idea what the two were talking about. Although she could tell, it could not have been an uplifting conversation. Yep, pretty much. After all, Lisa was... Yeah, she realized. The remains of the moisture, tears, lingered at the woman's eyelashes. Why not have been particularly dim-witted to believe nothing had happened? Lisa nodded with an embarrassed smile.
そうね。泣いてたわ。家出娘が戻ってきたんだもの。
Run away, daughter.
当然でしょ。私は今まであまりうるさいことを言ってこなかったけど、それはあなたが特に問題を起こさなかったから。少し物足りなくもあったけど、さすがに遅すぎる反抗期にはびっくりしたわ。正直、どうしようかと思って。
Yeah, that's not exactly that. You felt guilt that it felt good that she ran away, huh? She said that in the previous one, right? Yeah.
何が起きたのかと思って、いろいろ。
So she's basically just talking bullshit now.
ごめんなさい。
I knew that was a lie, yep. She still bowed her head. It might have been caused by an unexpected weariness she sensed in Lisa's voice. Or was it rather herself who was worn out?
あのね、正直あまり時間がないの。用だけ済ませたら、私はまた出ていくから。そんなにここにはいたくない？そういうわけじゃ。
I ended up not liking it here. Ryan was too preoccupied with other place she should have been at. Ryan and Kay had been looking for Wilhelm together, and no matter how Ryan looked at the two, she could not imagine them getting along. Yeah, you think so? She had no idea how the two planned to achieve their goal, but leaving them alone for too long would doubtly result in the fight. I was sure of it. Yep. And that was the reason why she manipulated the situation, that the two had no choice but to cooperate. Still, Ren's safety was far from guaranteed, and even Rhea had trouble predicting how things would go from here. After all, she had already made a fatal misjudgment once before. Rhea never had much confidence in her abilities to calculate these things, and anxiety had been her constant companion since she started the plan. Yeah, because it failed already. She knew she could not allow herself to be hasty. Yet time was of the essence. She had to make quick and efficient choices with a cool head. The girl understood full well that was a tall order for her faculties. Yet she was not in a position where wailing and complaining could get her anywhere. And there was no bigger waste of time than idle doubts.
もう今さら面倒なお芝居しなくていいから。本音で話そうよ、リザ。私、いつまでも子供じゃないよ。
Lisa Benner was both the closest person to Rara Himuro and the one whose heart had been completely walled off from the girls. Yeah, let's talk about Johan, shall we?
今まで一番話した回数が多いのはリザ。一番付き合いが長いのもリザ。私のことを多分一番知っていて、私が一番知らないのはきっとリザ。
Fuji, Ayase, and Yusa were all simple people. Kei, Wilhelm, Rusauka, and even Father Trifa were still comprehensible in the sense that they were doing their own thing. What about Sister Lisa, though? Rhea spent close to 20 years living with that woman, and yet she felt like a relative stranger.
今みたいな日が来ること。これまで何も話さなかったよね。始まる前も、始まった後も、リザはリザのままだったよね。
Lisa was likely not trying to trick her, and Rhea did not feel as if she was being played a fool. The problem lay on the whole other paradigm. With Lisa's core nature, she merely lived and acted as she herself desired. Was acting her passion, or was she merely trying to escape reality? Rhea didn't know the whole truth, but there was one thing she could proclaim without a shred of doubt. Without a shred of doubt.
リザは私に一番近くて一番遠い人。
Very good point. I agree. And so Rhea figured that Lisa would be the one capable of revealing the most of her to her. Yep. If only she managed to peek inside her mind, she might have find a hint as to how to fight this dreadful situation. Rhea placed her bet on the woman half praying for success, half praying. Okay. Is it going to be real talk, or she's going to come up with some bullshit again? Lisa offered her a seat once again, this time with the emotionless voice. Did she feel nothing? Was she trying to suppress her feelings? Oh, it might be a serious talk now.
何にせよ、立ち話じゃ落ち着かないわ。だからまず座りなさい。座りなさい。
Lisa's voice wasn't necessarily stern, but with a certain air of authority that Rhea could not help but reluctantly obey. In any case, it did not seem like they would go anywhere until she took the seat.
で、
Staring at the nun attire, Rhea formed her first question. There was one thing she had to know before starting the interrogation. Johan?
年。
Oh, never mind. Okay, that's an actually very good question if you think about this, because she had no idea, like, that they can live, like, basically forever, right? And this basically will give her the idea that, hey, she might be my grandmother, you know? A question that addressed the most deep-rooted problem of them all, and would cause a chain reaction once answered. Yep, pretty much. It would prove she was no normal human being and become a key to peeling her mask off.
見た目27、8歳くらいにしか見えないけれど、知る限り10年くらいそのまんまだよね。答えて。
Lisa made a troubled face, and in the fashion of completely normal woman hesitating to answer an uncomfortable question, parted her lips.
1915年。
1915. Okay.
だいたいあなたの5倍くらいの年齢よ。
And with an almost surprising abruptness, revealed her abnormality.
バレリアは私よりもう少し年上になる。まああなたから見ればどちらも大差ないでしょうけど、知りたいことはそれだけ？他にはナチスだったの？
Okay, that's a good question. I mean, that's less important, I guess, but...
ええ。レーベンスボルン機関。
Actually, okay, that's a very good answer.
それに言えば後方支援みたいなところの出身よ。
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. Logistics support, huh? Maybe officially. Yeah, okay. I thought actually would just say, yeah. What's of it? But she actually gave, like, Lebensborn here out. So... I think, like, Lisa really wants to tell Rhea the truth, but she doesn't want to go with it by her own. She wants Rhea to ask these questions and she will, like, answer everything and give, like, everything out.
国家の血を絶やさないように。
She's not going to hide anything, I think.
そして育てて次の時代に送り出す。
See? She's actually talking about the children there. Okay.
あなたの生まれはそこになるわ。
Yeah. The first, like, son in kind.
そう。
Just over 90 years old. She belonged to the Nazis and was a part of them even now. It's a confession confirmed those truths, yet this knowledge, rather than pluming Rhea into despair, actually relieved her. For the woman no longer tried playing games and answered her question with honesty. It was still merely a glimpse, but it relieved the girl that Lisa finally decided to unveil her true nature. And the fact that her own birth was somewhat abnormal did not upset her at this point. Had Rhea already seen enough to figure that much out for herself? Rather than despair, she could celebrate that this conversation was bearing a fruit. Yeah, I think like the most difficult question will be the question about Johan. That's going to be the most difficult question here. I wonder if Lisa will actually answer this. And so she decided to take another step into the sacred vault of her foster mother.
正直なところあなたの前でこういう話をする
Yeah, we know.
想定していなかったから。 ダメね。要領を得ない受け答えになるかもしれない。別にいいよ。
Ira herself wasn't particularly skilled in talking seamlessly. She said that it was of the essence, but there would be little meaning in listening to an abridged version.
適当なことを言われて煙に巻かれたくないし、ちゃんと自分の言葉で話してくれるなら、それで口がうますぎる人はちょっと苦手。ああ、誰のことを言っているのかわかるわね。
Okay.
あの人はどこに？さあ、でもいたって邪魔くさいだけでしょ。彼がいたら私たちが喋る暇なんてなくなるわ。口達者だもんね。ええ、本当に。
To imagine the face of the priest for a few moments, who was most likely sneezing right about now, and realized the ice between them had begun to melt. Lisa's voice still had a certain hardness to it. And so it gave her an opening to ask another question.
リザは私が怖いの？
Okay.
あなたがというよりこの状況がね。言ったでしょ、想定外なの。実際少し逃げ出したいわ。苦手なのよ、まっすぐに見られるの。
Okay.
ねえ、私天井向いて喋っていい？ダメ。
Wow. Ira denied her escape, but understood how the woman felt, her heart likely tormented by the plunged guilt.
私に死んでほしいと思ってる人が情けないこと言わないで。どうせならもっとこう
Wow, yeah.
みたいな感じに。
That's a very good point that I'm making here. Yeah, don't you dare like looking at the ceiling when you like trying to murder me basically.
それともそういうの作戦？違うわよ。
Lisa made a resigned smile. Apparently she was genuinely troubled. I paused to think for a
ち
moment.
ょっと好きに喋ってみてよ。私基本黙ってるから。いろいろ話してくれると助かるな。いろいろって？いろいろはいろいろだよ。いつどこで何があって今のリザになった経緯、動機とかもろもろ。あんまり好きな言葉じゃないけど、私には知る権利があるって思わない？まあね。じゃあ話して。
Lisa fixed her eyes on the ceiling, exhaling a sigh. It appears she was considering where to begin her story.
まさか昔すぎて忘れちゃってるわけじゃないよね。それこそまさかよ。何年経っても忘れられないことはある。ただそうね、その前に一つ聞きたい。
Question for Rhea, okay.
レアはそう、私たちの目的っていうかナレウスから聞いた。
Okay, yeah.
あの覚醒器。
Okay.
でもそれとは別になんとなくだけど分かってたよ。特にこの1週間。妙って私が私じゃないような。
As if someone else been using her eyes and ears. As if she's been looking at someone else's memories. Have I seen that? Wait, we saw that or not? Is she talking about Isaac? Or what? A sensation of being two at the time. Lisa seems to freeze for a few seconds.
心当たりがあるんだね。
As the one noted, Rhea proceeded to confess what she already knew.
黄金とは不滅のこと。つまり死なない生き物になること。そして死んだ人を生き返らせること。
That was the ultimate goal of those currently wreaking havoc across town.
リザは多分後者かな。桜井さんなんかも同じっぽい。とにかく要は交換なんでしょ。返してほしい誰かがいるから。
Yeah, pretty
代わ
much.
りに捧げるものがいる。
And it's still not working out,
リザが誰をっていうのはひとまず置いて
as you think.
とにかく天秤なんだよね。欲しいものがとても重たいから釣り合うように積み上げる。私はその生贄の一つで。
In short, the weight of her life was light compared to the life of Lisa wished for. The barter would not make sense otherwise.
等価交換っていう。
Although human lives should have been equal, their value would differ depends on who was weighting the scales. That reminds me of the prologue. actually, when we had like this Berlin situation, and I think like Schreiber was talking about, hey, let's gear out like our people because they have like more value than our enemies. That reminded me of the Berlin situation from the prologue.
わかるよ。私も藤井君が助かるなら、みんな死んじゃえばいいと思う。だからいいで。マレウスにそそのかされたわね。あれは立ち悪いわよ。リザも人のこと言えないじゃない。ごめんとも。
Even Rhea just had the device to scoop out a detail or two about her foster parents she might have missed.
私、リザが間違ってるとか言う気はないよ。気持ちわ。
If Rhea was offered a chance to restart everything from scratch, she would accept it. If she lost something dear to her, she would do everything in her power to reclaim it. The girl understood the feeling with almost painfully clarity, for it was not a seldom guessed to her own heart. Naive ideals have no place between the two.
だから教えて。
What did she lose? What was she trying to bring back? Yeah, the Lebensborn children. And to that Ines question, actually, Lebensborn children, but like Johann, basically, right?
初めはね。
Yeah.
単につまらない意地だったのよ。
Word after word, Lisa began to wave the tail of her past.
もう70年以上前になる。私が今のあなたと同じくらいの年頃で。
Okay.
まあ友達。そう。とは言っても、あなたにとっての藤井君とか綾瀬さんとか、そういう関係じゃなかったわよ。犬猿、腐れん。
Okay.
いや違うな。喧嘩した記憶しかないんだけど、お互いにいなくなると張りがなくなるみたいな。
I forgot her name, by the way. Oh, what? That wasn't Samuel, right? Or was it? It wasn't Samuel. What's Samuel's real name? Oh wait, no, that was Samuel, right? She's talking about Samuel. That was like real name for her. I forgot. What was the name?
強敵と書いて友。あ、それ面白い表現ね。
Lisa narrowed her eyes, reminiscing about the past. That expression made her look surprisingly young. This was most likely how she looked like during her golden years.
とにかく、その友達とは喧嘩ばかりでね。何かにつけて争ったと思う。しまいには彼女、丸5日くらい不眠不休になっちゃって。それでも
Yeah, it's definitely Samuel.
完璧にこなしてて。どうだ、貴様とは鍛え方が違う。
I just forgot her real name.
さすがにこれは頭がおかしい人だと呆れたわよ。私はそんな彼女が苦手だったけど、真から嫌いなわけでもなくて、多分負けたくなかったんだろうな。単純なライバル心ともちょっと違ってくだらないことで、いつまでも争う日々が悪くなかった。だから私は彼女と常に並ばないといけない。引き離されたら競えないから、走って走って。お互い子供じゃ気づけば遊びじゃ済まされないところに。それが、ええ、ナチスよ。
Germany, as well as the state of the world in that age. I only knew of it from the textbooks, but she nonetheless imagined it. Also, yeah, thanks for like letting me know in the comments under the previous episode that, like, reminding basically that all of the LDO members basically that were at the time when the Golden Beast awakened, right, when Reinhardt like came there, like they all went to the Gestapo for like investigation and stuff. So yeah. That was the time when she's been like there, being interrogated. If the two students had become, Rhea only knew from textbooks, she could never imagine it. If two students had been competing to the point where their rivalry bordered on an extraordinary, society would not turn a blind eye. And so the stage for the rivalry changed, elevated to never-before-seen heights. but they were closer to the core. They had to keep marching onwards, beyond the point of no return, shouldering a colossal responsibility that could no longer be cast aside.
実際戦争も始まったしね。言い訳をするつもりはないんだけど、自分にできることをやらないわけにはいかない。国が勝とうが負けようが、自分に迷惑がかからなければどうでもいいよって。そういう考え、当時もあるにはあったけど、だいぶ理解の範疇を超えていたわね。そのあたり、この国の現代っ子なら少しは分かったりするのかな。うんうん。
At the very least, it felt alien to Rhea herself. Some thought that just because of one happened to have been born to a particularly country and forced to live within its society, it did not automatically entail unconditional servitude to that nation. But that was merely the misguided, shallow mindset of those who knew nothing of history. The culture and traditions passed down from within one country constituted the very framework of the people thinking. Robbed the country of it all, and the result was a dead nation.
説得力ないかもしれないけど、リザが国を守ろうって思った気持ち。ええ、彼女は軍人になったわね。すごい速度で力をつけていった。もはや国
Oh, that was Beatrice, not the Samuel.
入るからね。
Oh, okay.
乙女っていうのは。
God damn it. I messed up the facts.
そしてそうなれば、その後に続こうって子たちも当然出る。
I was pretty sure that was Samuel.
女の子の軍隊。今では珍しくないようだけどね。それでも基本、前線に出るようなことはあまりないでしょ。ちゃんと育てるシステムも怪しいし、周囲の理解なんかないに等しい。ジェンダーフリーもいいけれど、適材適所の意味を履き違えちゃダメ。そういう意味で、例の友達はまさに能力的な適材適所を体現していたわけだけど、他の
Well, they probably all died. Rhea paused to think for a few moments. Her impression was that it must have been tough for them.
なんだかすごく邪魔者扱いされそうだね。それで済めばいいけどね。
Partaking in the battle meant putting your life on the line. Someone unfit for its hardness would likely wind up dead. Yep, pretty much.
女が戦場に出て銃弾を食らい殺される。私たちには私たちにしかできないことがあるでしょ。なぜそれをしない。戦う場所を間違えるな。
We never heard this side of story, actually, right? She never told us that before. We never heard this from anyone as well. Huh.
とね。若い私は思った
Yeah,
わけよ。
that's when you had the Leban's children thing. Understanding the doubt in Rhea's mind. In the end, the only thing left to Lisa was to elevate her rivalry with that friend of hers to its almost
彼
limits.
女はいい。あれは確かにその役にしか立たないような人だもの。常識外れの才能とそれを錆びつかせない国旗心の相乗作用。
Much like Lisa, she rushed onward without paying any attention to her surroundings and eventually found herself beyond the point of no return.
だから彼女のことは否定しない。だけど他の子が後に続くのはダメ。あれほどの才能にあれほどの努力。兼ね備えた子がそうそう出るわけないでしょ。勘違いをさせちゃいけないし、それをおせっかいと言えるほど優雅な状況でもない。まるで政治家の票集めだね。そうね。その通りだったかもしれない。
Which one of them would garner more supporters? Lisa ended up being unable to back down from that fight. Not to mention, it was her love for the country that drove her forward.
私は彼女に勝たなければいけなかったの。
A smile that was far too faint to be called self-scornful crept onto Lisa's lips. It was childish stubbornness that started it all. And by this point, Rhea finally understood that.
その友達っていうのは、ええ、いるわよ。
Yep.
今で
Oh, yeah, so it was Samuel. So what the fuck? Okay, my bad. So they talked about Valkyria and I was like, oh, Beatrice. But then I was like, but I'm sure it was Samuel. And now they confirming that it's Samuel. Was Samuel before called Valkyria on the battlefield? I guess like she was, right? Because, well, that makes sense if you think about this. For Samuel to be called Valkyria back in the day, she just not is not called Valkyria in the LDO like army basically, right? Like the members. But back in the day, yeah, sure, okay, my bad. Also, I still don't remember the name. You can remind me the name actually. Like, what's the Samuel name? There was like different name that I forgot. I don't think that's important to know this name, right? But it would be cool to remember. Lisa compatriot remains in the Obsidian Table to this day. That could have been Kay and Rusauka. And Rusauka was out of question. Then?
エレオノーレ・フォン・ビッテンブルグ。ハイドリヒ教の近衛よ。
Oh, Eleanor, right.
彼女と対面することになるかもしれない。
Right, Eleanor, true. Okay, thank you, Lisa.
あれは確か1939年の今その日私たちはハイドリヒ教で出会った。
When he beat the shit out of all of you. Almost all of you. And just captured the rest. And with that, the competition escalated to an even more destructive level.
エレオノーレは桁違いに強くなっていく。
And so Lisa had to chase after her. For the sake of the fatherland, she could not allow herself to fail. Both transcended the limits of mortal woman.
私がいたレーベンスボルンは言ったと思うけど、次世代の子供たちを育むの
To
が
make perfect soldiers.
ええ、たくさん育てたわよ。百発百中の神経衰弱ができることか、ボールを坂の下から上に転がされることかをね。そしてみんな、私の育て方が悪くて。
Some fault on my part. What do you mean by that? This is interesting. Not sure. Or I forgot something that was told us before. I mean, like, their minds couldn't comprehend their power or something, right? And they died because of, like, there was, like, too much power in them. But why she says it's her fault? Not sure. I mean, her sin is basically to let that all happen and to, like, have children that have, like, too much power to bear and they just die. But isn't that what she mean, like, in general? Ra had heard of psychic children herself, just like there were squadrons of child soldiers in the army, so the other field benefit from children being reared specifically for them. The sooner they could get familiar with their future craft, the better. The idea was to remove certain shackles limiting one's brain. To do this, they would fill the children's minds with information during an impressionable age, where their convictions and common sense had yet to develop. If you taught a child that it was possible to rise a cup without hands, they would believe it, and carry out the feat without a shred of doubt or hesitation. I don't think that's how it works. But that meant opening the brain channels that regular people never used. More often, that not led the children's minds to overheat. The same way, one could tilt their muscles when infused with too much adrenaline. One could also fry their brains, end up the vegetable, or even dead. So basically she is saying that, yeah, I teach them that, that's why I'm blamed for that. Choosing to serve the country as a woman, she reared its children, and yet that only resulted in making Lisa Brenner the most wicked woman of them all in the eyes of the world. No others murdered as many children as she did. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Her one and only wish was to save children that her actions cast into the flames. Desire she craved enough to even sacrifice Rhea's life to see it fulfilled. And so, of course, she noticed yet another contradiction. Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, your father is somewhere around or something. Yeah, your father, like, yeah. Since silence could only mean confirmation, Rhea went on.
何人も
She murders countless
それを
children.
償おうっていうのに私を殺しちゃったら矛盾だよ。だから少なくともリザにとってはそのことが
Yeah.
贖罪にならないといけない。
Like, so basically in Lisa's mind we have countless random kids that she killed, and the one that is like basically her blood, like her family basically, right? So she outweighs the souls of the other one, or like counterbalance it. That's her idea here. Lisa wished to be freed from the stain of having massacred the children of other mothers. And to do so, she had to sacrifice her own blood. Yep. In short, to put her own lineage to death, and to suffer the agony of a just punishment. Ah, but if that was true, it would make her such a diligent yet clumsy woman. The most unfortunate case of wasted effort in the world.
大変だったんだね。うん。リザのことよくわかったよ。
The faintest, the most ephemeral of smiles had been plastered onto her lips in that moment.
嫌なこと話させてごめんなさい。だからも
Grandma.
うそんなに自分を責めないで。おばあちゃん。
Oh my god, this is so fucking good. She just called her grandma. Lisa could no longer bear the girl gaze.
やめてよ。
Damn, that was sudden. Her voice burst out with the intensity of the shriek. She jumped up from her chair, almost collapsing to the ground, and covered her face to escape her eyes. It failed to hide the tears gushing out through the space between her fingers.
意地悪い子ね。そんな心にもないこと。
It would have made more sense if she called her a witch or a helpless fool. Lisa would have been able to bear any scornful or contemptuous remarks. But what on earth was this?
つまらないお芝居はもうやめようって言ったじゃない。なのにあなた、それ何が死ぬ気なんかないくせに。
Why did the girl regard her, a fool who sold her soul to the devil with the compassionate eyes of a saint?
本当、誰に似たのかしら。私も結構面の皮は厚いつもりだったけど、あなたはちょっと狙い通り。すごいダメージ。そんなつもりはないし、言ったことは本音だよ。
Yeah,
ねえリサ、
her eyes like this.
私よくわかんないんだけど、
Ra cocked her head to the side as the genuine expression of puzzlement, and gave the nun a long and hard look.
私が死んであげないってことと、あなたを嫌いになれないってこと。頭固いんだから。
That was why she made stupid mistakes. Her outlook was too narrow, her mind too stubborn. Ra would never want to think in only ones and zeros.
仮にもそんなの着てるなら、もっと前向きになればいいのにね。
Otherwise, how could she properly listen to the worries of other people?
あなたが脳天気なだけなのよ。
Lisa replied with a tired voice.
だって勘違いしてるもの。自分でそんなこと言う人、信じられないよ。
Wow.
あなたに兄弟か姉妹がいると言っても。
Ooh. She's going into Johan bloodline now. Okay. So, Rea is going to... Actually, okay, wait. Lisa don't know about Kasumi, so... Okay. Let's just read. The sudden revelation rendered Rea speechless for a split second.
Eh?
Yeah. Siblings. What was that supposed to mean?
私の子供の話よ。双子でね。
Yep.
イザークという。
I was wondering how the Johan situation will be, when it will be like brought up and how.
ヨハン。
Right. She had to ask that. She had to ask about the name.
あなたはイザークの孫よ。レ
Yeah.
ア。わかるかしら。つまり私は 同じ自分の息子を天秤にかけたのよ。いる方といらない方、役に立つ方と立たない方。
Wait, hold on a second, one sec, wait, I just realized, hey, wait, I just totally missed that. Wait, what? I had twins, Isaac and Johan. You are Isaac's granddaughter. Okay, what? Okay, 1 second. Wait, I need some kind of fucking family tree here. Wait, hold on a second. Does that mean that Isaac and Lisa had a kid? So she had a kids, and it was Isaac, and she had a kid with her. What? Wait, do I understand this correctly, or I'm fucking losing my mind right now? Isn't she the grandmother as well? If she's the grandmother, that means... What? Wait, do we... What? Wait, do we have incest here? What? What?
前者はイザーク、後者はヨハン。だからね、食材がどうとか大外れよ。あなたを捧げる痛みを罰にするとか、力があるのはイザークだった。父親に似ていたのもイザークだった。適性があるのは彼の方で。
The father of Isaac is definitely Reinhardt, I swear to God.
これなら捧げても構わないって。冷めた思考で選んだのよ。切り捨てても痛くない方の子供をね。そしてそれがあなたの血筋。これでもまだ私を嫌いになれないとか言える？
Johan was alive. That was the reason Rusauka changed her attitude the moment she heard the priest's words. The sacrificial bloodline lived on, even without Rhea's involvement.
じゃあリザは？ええ。ヨハンだけ逃がしたわ。死んだということにして、その後は一切会ってないし。でも、きっとどこかでその血筋を見てるでしょうね。
About that!
こんなひどい話に巻き込まれないまま。
Yeah! About that!
平穏に。
Yeah! Maybe better to not know. Yeah. Actually, if you think about this, if she learns about Kasumi death now, then she will think that she already paid the price and will help Rhea because you punished herself by losing the bloodline already, the one that she loved more. So that will be extremely painful and fucked up, but ultimately good probably.
あなたみたいな目に遭わないように。
So despise me. Curse me with every disgusting word you know. Rhea could not help but see Lisa urging her to do that. For if the girl didn't, the woman would find herself unable to cast her off.
そう。よかった。リザもちゃんとお母さんだったんだね。
God damn it. Rhea, you are breaking your grandma. Receiving an unexpected answer, Nissa found herself at the loss of words. To Rhea, however, it was far from unexpected. Her lousy attempt to play the villain was so cheesy it failed before even reaching the girl. Rather, the more wicked she tried to appear, the more she looked like the wailing child.
やめようよ、もう。すごくそういうの似合ってない。あなたは本当におかしな子ね。
Lisa leaned against the wall, seemingly worn out, and shuddered a few times, not from tears, but from finding the situation almost comical at this point.
そんなお人よしな性格でもないでしょ。でも、いいこと聞いて、少し希望が見えてきたから。
Yes, I gave her. In what way, Luke? which Rhea pressed her palms against her breast and said the following in the most serious of tones.
そのうちおっぱい大きくなるかもしれない
Nice, nice, yeah. I like, Rhea, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you might have some genes for this, who knows, you know? I mean, yeah, imagine Rhea with big boobs. It doesn't suit her, really. Does it? Should we Photoshop, like, face of, like, Lisa here? I don't think that fits her, Rhea. But yeah, go to dream, I guess. From Rhea perspective.
リザが私のひいおばあちゃんっていうことはここに無限のポテンシャルが詰まっている
Nice.
可能性がある
Oh my god, Rhea is so fucking cool, I love it.
ねえ実際まだ成長期だよねリザがそんなけしからん感じに育ったの
Wow, wow. Please answer this, I swear. Tell me. It took about 10 seconds to Lisa to come out of her stupor.
聞かない方が
Okay. After that, she could no longer contain her laughter. Oh my god. This episode turned up is like pretty freaking awesome and wholesome and amazing. What the fuck? How? It seems as if she hadn't laughed so earnestly in decades. Rhea glared at Lisa with sulking eyes, but the woman did not mind at this point. All she could master was holding her stomach so it would not burst.
そうかなるほどねレハにとってはそれが一番問題まあ B カップじゃ物足りないような態度
Yeah, we remember the talk on the rooftop. I remember that. What was like Lisa F, I believe, right? That's what Ren said. And Kasumi was what? A? No, wait. Kasumi was like C or C, I think. I don't remember. I don't remember.
藤井君がそんなことあなたの被害妄想でしょ
Once she finally collected herself, all after laughing, Lisa brushed her tears out of her eyes. Then evened her breathing. This wasn't particularly the reaction Rhea aimed for, but she was glad to have been able to lighten the mood at last. Although the answer she received disappointed her greatly.
ねえレアそれであなたは結局
Lisa gave the girl one of the gentlest smiles as the latter was busy staring at the ground with the world has just ended sort of look. There was, of course, only one answer to her question. War just ended.
言ったでしょ藤井君を助けたいだけ
She merely wished for him to survive and not get hurt if
で
possible.
も私喧嘩とかできないしやれることって言ったら一つだけで
Ask others to fight for you, I guess.
私たちを争わせて自滅を狙うか
Yeah.
それでマレウスねいい目の付けどころよ他人の足を引っ張って喜ぶ競争相手を罠にかけて引きずあなたのシナリオだと私は誰に殺される予定なの
Samuel, again?
そこまで考えてないよっていうか今までの話の流れでどうしてそういうことになるのよ
Yeah, and that as well. Rhea could not bring herself to hate Lisa, but neither did she wish to sacrifice herself. As such, there was no but one option available to her.
味方になってよ私たちに手を貸してほしい
Yeah,
つまり私に諦めろ
pretty much.
そういうんじゃない
Oh, okay. Rhea was in no mood to discuss morals at this point, nor was she willing to beg. She merely wanted to treasure these memories she
今
possessed.
まで結構楽しかったよ
Lisa was her friend's sister and mother, and the two were always together, and Rhea thought they would remain so forever. Therefore, she couldn't simply acknowledge such an abrupt end to their relationship.
なんだかいろいろひどいことになってるけどさ今が来るまでのこれまでがなくなったわけじゃないじゃない 全部茶番だったとしても。茶番だったらいけないの？
A lie, in fact, a calculation that was only enough to threaten everything they had in the past. Was that truly enough to threaten everything they had in the past?
言ったでしょ。
That alone was true and would never change, her motivations notwithstanding. Lisa Brenner had most certainly brightened Rena's life up until this point, and no matter what happened, the girl's opinion on that would not change. She had fun and never felt lonely. That was an unshakable truth of the matter.
リサはどうだったの？
Did she wish for the girl to die, annoyed with the whole act?
答えて。
Lisa remained silent, although for some inexplicable reason, her eyes had been fixated on the wine glass at the top of the table. The lonely silence persisted for the dozen or so seconds. Then suddenly,
結局、最後は泣き落としか。あなたはあまり作詞に向いてるタイプじゃないわね。正直だって言ってよ。ええ、本当に。
although she still hadn't answered the girl question.
レア、交渉の基本はね、相手を本意させる条件を出すことなの。私が望む。
Yep, good point.
あなたは何かくれるというの？私の子供を一番最初に抱かせてあげる。
Oh my god. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, I did not expect that answer. Holy shit. Wow. I have nothing else to say. Holy crap.
名前も決めてよ。
Yo.
今度こそちゃんと愛して。それはまた。
Holy crap. Wasn't she getting a bit ahead of herself?
相手は藤井君。その予定だけど。
That's the plan, yeah, pretty much.
なんで彼のことがそんなにいいの？なんでって言われても。
Wait. You don't say will Fujit. Wait. Are you suggesting you are already pregnant? Why there's is? Actually, no, that's the plan. Never mind. Okay, so she's like, yeah, okay, so it's decided, right? Fuji is going to be the father. Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, okay. My bad. I'm just like getting like crazy in this episode already. Like, what the fuck? To tell the truth, she did not know. It was true that she thought his face cute, and that his behavior triggered motherly instincts in her, but she could not pinpoint what exactly made her fall for him.
私はね、少しそれが気になるし、怖い。怖い？
What was that supposed to mean? Lisa, however, did not return their confused look and instead kept staring at the wine glass. And suddenly...
私ね、死体を操れるのよ。
Okay, going out with the power. Lisa began speaking about something seemingly completely unrelated.
ここで実演する気はないけれど、まあとにかくそういうことができると思って。いつも死人のことばかり考えてたから、一種の業みたいなものなんでしょうね。
Yeah, okay. She loved the dead and wished to overturn death. All the comrades she lost in the whirlwind of war, her broken fatherland, as well as all the children she herself led to death.
翻せば死にゆくものしか愛せない。死体を抱きしめることで
Damn, that's dark.
救われる。エンバーマン、お前はそういうものだろうと指摘した男が昔いた。
Possibly Mercurius. Her voice waved, a hint of self-scorn and anger mixed in it.
否定できない自分のことが許せなかったわね。かなり嫌な男だったけど、彼の言うことはいつも恐ろしいほど的確だった。ねえ、レア。そんな私みたいな女が普通に恋をして結婚して、イザークとヨハンの父親は血の通った人間だったと思う。
I mean, Reinhardt, I guess at that point was human, right? but kinda overpowered human. I'm still going to assume that Reinhard is Isaac and Johann father, like I swear. At least Isaac. I don't know, maybe Johann might have different father. I have no idea who might be Johann father in this situation here. Isaac definitely is Reinhard's. Like, come on. Like, golden hair. Come on. Like, come on. Rhea said nothing. Her original question had been dodged. Yet she could not find it herself and interrupt Lisa. The sixth sense told her that it was incredibly important, something pertaining to the very core of things. She could only embrace the dead. Greatest corpse of them all would grace this world. Huh? In 42. What I was told and attempted. What? Huh? I'm confused. What do you mean? There was something very odd about Lisa's story. She said she could only love and hold the dead. As such, the father of Isaac and Johann could not have been among the living. Yet she spoke of him as he was still alive. Reinhard is alive. But also, they still like... They say that Isaac and Johann had the same father. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case, really. I don't know. It's just like... I feel like they have like different fathers. There's no way like Reinhard would have like one kid with like powers and one without. I think like both of his kids would have power. And also Johann doesn't have like golden hair basically, right, as well. Johann didn't look anywhere near like Reinhard. Well, Isaac is. Why do you keep insisting that there's one father? I'm not buying that. Yeah? Yeah?
黄金連星に関わる古式中核のグリューンを作れず焦っていた私にカール・クラフトが道を示してからちょうどきっかり1年後
About a year after Kraft was what to do. At the time, I was in panic, unable to locate the green. Very details of the transmutation of gold. Green. Who the fuck was green? Very details isn't it Sonnenkind? But there was no Sonnenkind back in the day, right? So who was the original very detailed? Wait, are we going to learn like actual father is not is it not Reinhard? I'm confused about this. For during that time she had changed he had the chance to glance back at the path she had taken. She gave the birth, just like everyone wished, to the monster everyone hoped for. She spat the line as if vomiting blood. Thinks so much like its father. Yeah, like Reinhardt, right? A physical embodiment of her sins, her pact with the devil. Uh-huh. Rhea suddenly covered her mouth with her hands. Yeah, he and Karl Kraft, so definitely, yeah, so, yeah, this is confirmation, like, we don't have, like, any, like, we don't need any other proof, okay? So, Okay, maybe. What if like Johann and Isaac actually have the same father? Were they siblings? Maybe they were just siblings. Like, and like the twins. Were they twins? Or not? I don't remember if they were twins or born in different times. Because it could be like Isaac being like born first and then she had the second child and that was Johann. I don't remember if they were sibling, like just like siblings in like different periods of like being born, but maybe they were just twins and born at the same time. I don't know. I don't remember. That's why I have issue with kinda accepting them having the same father, but maybe actually that happened.
そしてあなたは藤井君に惹かれている。
You're attracted. Okay, how Fuji is like, why this is related to what? That was what scared her. She could not suppress her trepidation, able to shake the suspicion that the attraction of the two had been related to that fact. So basically, you had a kid with a powerful monster, basically, and you hated that. And now Rhea is connected to the Fuji, who's basically have potential to be powerful freaking monster, and she's afraid of Rhea becoming like her. Right? That's what she thinks.
それでも言える。
She could still proudly claim to love her and Fuji.
自分の気持ちは自分のものだと強くあなたは断言できる。
Could she still throw them, the losers of life, the dazzling spark of her unbending will?
その血に負けず
Show them.
死を思わずにいられるの？
Resist death and not succumb.
関係ない。
Okay. Ra hit the table with her fist and jumped to her feet. Rhea, that's the first time.
私の気持ちは私のものだよ。茶番の何が悪いって言ったじゃない。
Wow, she's so loud actually. For Rhea, this is extremely loud.
リザがどういう気持ちで接していても、なんで藤井君が好きなのかわからなくても、私が感じてる本当のことはここにあるもん。リザと違って薄いから、いつでもしっかりわかってる。
Oh my god, I love Rhea. Holy shit. It's such a serious conversation that she's like, yeah, my chest is small, so it's easier for me to find like the answer.
またその
Yeah.
B には B の良さがあるって藤井君に教え込むから気にしないことにした。
Oh my god. I love it. So good. Educate him properly. After all, she was certain that physical matters could never become a significant hurdle in the relationship.
私の血筋がどうだとか、それは確かにショックだけど、そんなの結局おっぱい大きいとかって変わらない問題だよ。
So, basically, bloodline equals breasts. That's what we learned from this.
むしろ私、ロミオとジュリエットみたいで燃えてきたね。
There was a hint of denial in her tone. After all, no one could remain completely calm after learning the truth like that about themselves. In fact, her emotion had been all riled up and was the threshold of the complete identity crisis.
藤井君にも選ぶ権利はあるんじゃない？うるさいな。私がお婿さんにするって決めたんだからそれでいいの。
Oh my god. This is so perfect. Ra hit the table again. Lisa caught the wine glass as it was about to fall off.
ねえ、だからいい加減に答えてよ。リザは私といてどうだったの？
The answer did not come, but Lisa gave her a straight hard look. She was no longer trying to run. It would have been easy to look away. It would have been easy to break the girl, saying how she had just been thrust into unstable ground. She might have been putting on a tough act, but she was still a child. While Lisa was hardly among the strongest people around, she had seen enough hell for the girl to appear as vulnerable as a naive baby. After all, destroying children was Lisa Brenner, bread and butter. Ooh! Ah, yeah. However,
そうね。
Lisa's lips curled into the embarrassed, yet barely noticeable smile.
これでなかなか。
Ah.
しかったわよ。
Then, with a broad grin on her face, she finished the wine and tossed the glass onto the ground, shattering it to pieces.
カイン
Oh, she brought Skine! The next moment, a scream reverberated across the room. In its wake, the entire church rocked and trembled as if hit by a sudden earthquake. The floor and the wall cracked open, and the ceiling collapsed with the explosion, filling the room with the rain and debris and dust. Okay, why the song changed and what is happening?
安心なさい。別に不吉なものじゃないわ。
Okay. In contrast to her bewilderment, Lisa exuded an air of self-confidence, almost as if she was an empress, and the unfolding chaos merely existed to serve her. She gave the empty space a sharp look in an apparent declaration of war.
仮にもこんなものを着ているならかそうね、本当にその通り。私の子供たちが安らかに眠れるよう原因を取り除かなければいけないか。
The arms wrapped around Rhea's shoulders were both incredibly strong and soothingly soft. The girl made out the valiant, yet warm face through the mantle of dust, the face of a mother. The magnanimity and benevolence it contained drove Rhea to the verge of tears. Ah, so that's what people called relief.
大丈夫よ、レア。私たちが守ってあげる。
The meaning of her words, and the fact she used plural.
そうでしょ、バレリア。私も今目が覚めたわ。
He's really listening. Wow. Happiness and relief filled Rhea's heart to the brim. She felt like the entire army had just come to her aid. Okay. Drifa is with us. Holy shit. Drifa too uttered his words, while looking deeply into the sky. It seems as his gaze has pierced the dark canopy above, glaring at whatever horrors had been lurking beyond the veil. Oh shit! Hold on a second. Wait, hold on a second. Reinhardt is coming back. Why the vessel is cracked? Wait, hold on, okay. Be patient, my beloved children, I will save you. A fissure ran across the priest's cheek as his blue pair of eyes fell shut, never to be opened again. The divine vessel, the tangible proof of his oath to be him, began to waver. His very craving had been on the verge of collapse, but at the same time the phenomenon came as a divine blessing. Okay? He doesn't want to be Reinhardt anymore.
あなたも付き合いなさい、マレウス。結果論ですが、この状況を作ったのはあなただ。
Okay. Rusauka meddling led Drifa to discover a path that would allow him to, at long last, be reborn as a true swan. What is happening? What is happening? Rusauka has just finished swallowing the hospital in her shadow. An ominous feeling suddenly made her toss her head up and glare at the sky. It felt as if something inconceivable had been trying to break through the dark canopy. It wasn't a change that merely opening the fourth swastika could have brought about. She knew the feeling, she knew it better than anybody else. The very same hell that vanished into the nether after it swallowed Berlin, a Veltal giving home to millions of Einherjar, was about to descend upon the world. That early? I mean, we knew that Isaac tries to move it, but... Really? With just 4? Alphabal killing, intent and jubilant filled the air. The world itself sang the hegemony of destruction. So Drifa said you will go with us, so what, like all of the LDO members are like going to fight against Reinhardt now, or what the hell is happening? What did he mean? He'd been planning to swallow everyone from the very start. Such was the complete truth behind the transmutation of gold. Yes, but the transmutation of gold didn't happen yet. So there's no reason for like Rusauka's soul and everybody else be sucked up by the castle, right? It shouldn't happen if there's no transmutation of gold happening. Or just like appearing of this castle as like swallowing the LDO members. I don't think that's the case, it didn't happen before. Like for example, like Sakura is fine. Been fine last time when it happened. So why it's swallowing them now? Well, Tripa is shattering because Reinhardt is coming back. Yeah, that's like, I guess, normal. But everyone else, they should be fine. Not entirely sure. How could she not realize something so obvious? Obviously. And so, he wished to bestow upon them a field of battle where they could massacre each other eternally, for all the time to come, to make them all join hands in a dance of death as perfect equals. Rusauka glared at the ominous void with the murderous contempt. She was the only one with the right to do that. She would never be drowned in filth again, and even if it killed her. The things crawling upon the earth would never deserve their gaze. Instead, they would soar the heavens, high heavens, blanketing the earth below with their shadow. A flock of terrible god birds. Gulinkambi. I don't know what it is. With their golden wings abreast. Okay. God birds. Huh, never heard that actually. No, stars in the sky could understand the feeling of one trapped upon the ground. They're not even trying to pretend they understand. They beguiled her with their sparkling colors. They made her fall in love with their luster. They made her spend countless years chasing after them in vain. Sisyphean efforts? Effort for someone who possessed no wings. I don't know what that word means. Like meaningless effort, I guess. Therefore, should catch up to them all one day. For them to claim she could never reach anyone or anything or anyone. Rusaka wanted to hear none of it. Okay? The man of golden locks could hear the increasing beating of his heart. He felt blood curse fiercely through his veins. A battle cry born. Yeah. Born. How do you pronounce that word? It's not born as like B-O-R-N. Borni? From the core of his soul, shook the realm with fervor enough to make it tremble to its very foundations. How can this whole thing happening after the fourth? What? The god continued to laugh. Love and elation filled his heart, the brim, at the sight of the servant's struggle. Indeed, despite it all, nothing had run counter to his desires. Any concept, simple or complex, was governed by and obeyed constant loves.
死を思え
If they refused to open the doors from the other side, he would merely force them open from inside. Okay. Or?
待っててイザック。あなたも抱いてあげるから。
What? Lisa voice? Talking to Isaac? I mean, we know that Isaac never experienced love and his craving was for love, right? And Lisa changed. Huh. Is this going to be important? Can Lisa do something about Isaac now? That would be insane. The thought of the woman who could only love the dead.
その人も救わないといけない。
Whose voice was that? The bedrock of the dead snared the sentiment of its kindred.
光景。
Ludicrous, foolish. Whose voice is that? I don't recognize these voices.
母さん。
Oh, that one is Isaac. Okay. Embrace him. She, indeed, acknowledged.
ならば私は死である。
Damn. Remember me, memento mori. This Veltal shall swallow all there was to the world.
故に
The battalion of the three required 5 swastikas in order to manifest themselves. As such, another one had to be felled.
誰が良いかいざ
Wow. They can just like manifest whenever they want and they just like destroy and they just like by themselves just open the stuff. Okay, this is getting actually freaking insane. I did not thought like Reinhardt can like maybe not Reinhardt, but Isaac can choose to just like manifest the whole thing into the real world and just like, yeah, I will open this and this today. Yeah, and maybe this one. Yeah.
無論本美の美観に反するも
The
の
one that rebels against your sense of beauty. I have no idea which one. And only one fit that criteria at present. Which one? Amusement park? Oh, that's devastated. Sakurai froze in the middle of the battle. Okay, maybe this is the part where I should end the episode like from before and like cut here. 1 second. Okay, so I say that I can actually add this to the previous episode, so I will just add this to the previous episode. I will cut the ending from the previous one recording from the recording I had and stitch after what I say now, so you have like my full thoughts of like Lisa and Rhea talk and his situation right now. But yeah, it's getting freaking intense and insane right now. Like, how can like Isaac just like decide to manifest and just like, yeah, like the whole castle is back? Like, is there like any requirements even? Like, yeah, Reinhardt could like show up after like one was open or whatever, but that was just his soul, right? Or something, but it's been like kind of physical form. Anyway, I think like Reinhardt and Isaac are just like beyond the, like, you know, like logical levels. Like there's no logic in them. And also we have confirmation that 5 needs to be open for the commanders to show up. So yeah, that will be it for this episode. I will probably say the same. That's it for this episode in the cut I just will make. But yeah, thank you for watching for this episode that's been cut into 2 somehow. Anyway, weird edit. Sorry about that, but yeah, I'll see you in the next one. So I think like now we are getting into really crazy stuff. I'm probably going to cut in the middle of this recording, by the way, because I just realized it's been a very long recording session. I did not expect this talk to be that long. So yeah, I probably recorded 2 episodes today. Probably. One will be very short, and this one will be normal length or longer. and might be extra episode. Because the first one is so short, probably, I think. So yeah, that's it for today's episode. Thank you everyone for being with me. We'll see what's the deal with Kain in the next one, I guess. We'll see you in the next one. Yeah, thanks for joining. And drop a like if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord. Become a member if you want to support me. And yeah, thanks, and see you next one. So for now, Pocket Watch is going out.